Hey YouTube, what's going on? Come to the end of the day, I want to talk about a couple of things that come across my email, my path, my eyesight, pretty much everything. Um, One, let's start with talking about oils. People was asking about different oils and different things. I don't think certain greases are bad, but it's how you're using them and what you're doing when you use them. If you're locking, I wouldn't really use a grease. I would use something more of a looser oil of the sort as you can see moving around in here. Alcohol free. And once this is sprayed onto the hair, it just gives a kind of a nice even shine all the way through. And that can go easily to the scalp versus just sitting on top of the hair. Now me myself, let me wipe my hands off so I get some out of my face. Me myself, I'm bald headed, so I use the other stuff. Let me show you what I'm using. Go over here and steal some of choppy stuff. This is what she's using by Blue Magic. You know, this is old school. This is what, for those that are 40 and older, your mama used to press you with this. Hair and natural scalp conditioner. It says that, but it's a really good oil. I like it. It works good.
Why he's trying to put my establishment on blast? This is the same stuff that's on his lips, elbows. This
Lies.
And good night.
I am not
And
one of
good
those
night.
natural people that put grease on my feet. That you know what? Put some grease in her hair. She gonna look like can't even tell you. Just weight it down. But anyway, this is what I use. Another thing that I also use is Live. This has had it. The jar has had it, so forgive it. But this is the LIV. This works really, really good. Also, it's a conditioner. It gets into the scalp and it gives the hair a really good shine. This works very well. But for those that are locking, make sure that you only take a small amount. Go through the scalp. Don't rub this on the hair. This is going to cause a buildup very, very easily. So for things of this sort that are more of a pasty like substance, I really wouldn't use these on locks. If you're natural, then I would give the scalp a good run through with this. This works fine on that level, but I just wouldn't do that for just the whole head. Like that really wouldn't be really good at all. One thing I should let you know, I had a client that wanted to try to redo his style, and he went and bought some little bobby pins, and he stabbed himself in the head, and like it really had a big hole right there. So I felt like I should talk to you about that. When you buy your bobby pins, make sure that one, they're the strong kind that it just open. See how that just pops back, but it has that end on it that you can see there. Can you see that?
Mhm.
Those little ends there, yeah, those are really important. Those help slide through the scalp and also learn the placement of your bobby pins and your hairstyling and all of those things once you are doing them. What else did I want to talk about? The solution. Some people are making the solution, and I see that some of you guys have made it to be too strong. And to just make it easier for everybody, I'm just going to take out the time in my life to just go ahead and make it and distribute it that way, because I've tried to explain it, but it doesn't really, I can't really explain it how I do it, because with me it's just pour. I know how much to pour. I know how to do it. I know, how not to do it. I know for different levels of hair what to add, what not to add. So a lot of people over the phone, you try to convey a lot of your stuff to me, but like the way I may describe something isn't the way that you can describe it. So we're kind of like lost in the middle. I really can't understand some stuff, but I do my absolute best. For Christian boy, you're the business to me. You are like the true business to me. I like a lot of what you say, a lot of what you're doing, how you use your mind, and how you're putting a lot together. I do feel sorry for you that you went to someone and they tried to charge you $65 an hour for twist. That was deep. Your hair was only I'm sure 2 to 3 inches long, and the fact that it took her 2.5 hours. Okay, self-explanatory, I know. Somebody's coming through the door. Oh, it's Taylor. Taylor has natural hair, and see, this is another level of natural hair that a lot of people have, and it's a very loose, curly texture, which is not bad. But for those that have this texture, I just say that you just need to be mindful. Make sure that you shampoo very often. Make sure that you're using the right products. Make sure that you do a lot of things. As she just has a natural, free-flowing, this hair, it will tangle very easily. So make sure that you use the right things. She got that hair from her mama. Now, her mama. Right.
So that's
So nobody talks about my mama.
Okay, they hate on people with good hair. Okay, with good hair.
No one talks about my mom that way.
Okay.
No one talks about my mom that way.
Okay.
Red hair.
Okay.
Red hair, though.
Ghetto.
Exactly. Now, if a baby call you ghetto 5, it is what it is, because they tell the truth. All right.
But anyway, hold on. I want to show you something else really quick. My love here, she gets time to that. She gets a full color bleaching, but one thing I did advise her to do is make sure that she proteins. I like her hair; it looks really good. You don't see too much. You don't see any breakage. Although she's bleaching even all around her edges. I like her little style. She's trying to fix it back. Okay, but I just wanted to show you that there's different variations to natural hair and coloring. All of those things. So just make sure that you're using your products, your conditioners, your proteins, and different things at different levels. With her, we talked about using like the spritzer. She is a spritzer, and her hair soaks up everything, like everything. So I showed her a different way to implement it into her conditioning, into her shampooing, into her daily regimen, so that she doesn't have to worry about too many of these things just sitting on top of the hair or sitting on top of the scalp, because she says that at any other time she can get something to almost cradle cap, which would just make her flake like snow. So that can be a bad thing. That can be a really big issue. I do understand that for a lot of people, especially those that are locking, that hair absorbs everything. So make sure that you implement it in the right way, and you won't have that issue. How long have you been natural?
For 5 years.
When did you do it? Like what?
Why did I? Because my scalp was unhealthy, and I thought it was because of all of the chemicals I was using. I had sores. The cradle cap went to sores. It was just really bad. And ever since I've been natural, I don't have sores, and I hardly have the dry scalp, because I'm able to moisturize more with natural hair than I was with perm.
So you drink water?
Yeah.
What's your intake of water and vitamin?
Not enough water. I may drink about 5-6 cups a day.
Okay.
Which is
But that, you know what a lot of people don't know is that helps the hair. That helps the hair, that helps the growth process. And if the hair is really dry coming out of the scalp, I'm not going to it's going to get worse. It's going to go more brittle. It's going to be breaking very easily and quickly. And those that are putting like a lot of weight from weaves or maybe just like a lot of grease, that can take the hair out too. I wanted to say that because a lot of people really just don't know that, and I wanted to show her, because see, her hair is one of those that are like, it can be dangerous, like really, 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 really dangerous. Being the fact that she's coloring, and she's natural, and she sleeps on it every night, and she says she has the ability of getting cradle caps. Those are 4 things that cannot work with each other. They can actually work against each other. But if you use the right things and implement the right balance, that you won't have an issue. But that's just another thing that I want to talk about. So with using your oils, with your conditioners, all of that, make sure that you use them not the amount. So it's not about the quantity, it's about putting it in a way to where your hair and your scalp and all of those things will be used to it, and you will be able to see the effects of it. After a while, after 2 months, you should be able to see your hair soften up. You should see that shine after you shampoo the hell out of it. It should still come back. Once you take these styles down and run your fingers through that hair, it should still give you what you want from that hair, whether it was straight, whether it was curly, whether it was kinky, or anything. Keep those ends trimmed, even in locking with a big, huge afros. Pull in the right things that are needed, and not just come home, slide some stuff in, spray some stuff, and go. If your stylist is trying to charge you by the hour, she's going to try to keep you there by the hour, and that's not going to work for you. So make sure that you get with someone that's going to offer you what's necessary, someone that's not really caught up on the dollar amount, that's going to bring you in to healthy longevity pieces of healthy natural hair. If they're not, then hey, what else can you do but walk away from them? You know, I try to satisfy every client that I have, but some clients you just can't. You just can't get with. But one thing I want to show you real fast, and I'm gonna show you this personally. Michael Jackson is in the house. Yes, he did. Don't stop till you get enough, baby. Bam.
Get money. Get money.
What? So check me out for more. This is the awesome Linda. She is the best assistant in the world. Linda gets it in, baby. I'm telling you. That's that Zimbabwe style. Huh. Chopping.
Get money.
Peace.